Hi, and welcome to the TIC template, a fully responsive, clean, and professional Webflow e-commerce template perfect for an online store with product variants. Before I get into the template, I'd just like to go over Webflow Ecommerce. So I'll leave a link to all the different resources that Webflow provides on their e-commerce platform. So this is the homepage. I recommend going through it. Here you'll be able to see all the different features that Webflow Ecommerce provides, and it's just really amazing. You can set up a full online store with Webflow Ecommerce, and they also have a 20-minute video course, just a few different lessons that'll give you a general overview of how Webflow Ecommerce works. So basically it's adding categories and products, setting up shipping, payment, processing, and yeah, it just takes a few minutes and you get kind of a general overview of how Webflow Ecommerce works. All right, then we have plans and pricing. So before I get into the template, I just want to go over the requirements needed to use the template. So if you want to add new pages and enable checkout for your online store, you will need an e-commerce site plan. So you can add a standard, plus, or advanced site plan, and here are the differences between each site plan. If you didn't want to add checkout initially and you just wanted to work on the template, you could just use an account plan. You can start with the free account plan. If you are using the free account plan, you do need one of your two slots or your two projects available to use the template. So with a free account plan, you can only have two projects in your dashboard. Also, if you do have a free account plan, you won't be able to add new pages to the site. So I recommend at least a light account plan. This allows you to work with the template more freely, add new pages, and then when you're ready to enable checkout, you can add a site plan, an e-commerce site plan to your project. So I felt this was good timing to release this template because Webflow just recently enabled PayPal as one of their payment processors. So if we scroll down here, we can see all the available areas that accept PayPal. So it's a lot more broad. Webflow Ecommerce can now be used in many different countries, and it's really easy to enable PayPal. You can go through here. You can set the currency for your store, whatever country you're in. You can set the currency to match your store there. So I'll leave this in the description area below. And here it goes over how to connect your payment gateway. So you can use Stripe or PayPal. You can also use web payments. So it's really straightforward. You just need a Stripe account. And if you're using PayPal, you'll need a PayPal account. These are the supported countries. And you can also enable web payments. So you can enable Apple Pay and Google Pay. So here it shows how to enable web payments. It's just a really robust platform. There's no reason to not use Webflow Ecommerce now, especially now that they accept PayPal as a payment method. And you can enable Apple Pay and Google Pay. So that is a quick overview of Webflow Ecommerce. Again, I highly recommend checking out their page for e-commerce, and definitely check out the 20-minute video course to get an overview of how e-commerce works in Webflow. Next, I'll go over the template and an overview of the template. Okay, so finally we get to the template. So just wanted to give a precursor there of Webflow Ecommerce. The template, I'm really happy with this template. Just a lot to it. So for the template overview, I'm going to go over the categories, the products, the design, the interactions, the site search, and checkout. So checkout isn't enabled initially on the template. Again, you would need a site plan, but I'll go over that within the designer so you can see what the checkout process would look like. So this template is basically broken down into a few categories. So we have men, women, permanent collection. We have this large hero image. So the home page, the about page, and the category pages all have a large hero image at the top, which looks really nice. We have site search right up here where the user can search. And I'll close this here. We have help pages, so the user can know more about shipping, their orders, and basically any information you want to provide about your store. So now I'll scroll down and we see the menu is now a bit more visible. And we scroll down here, we have new arrivals. So this new arrivals is another category. It's just for the home page. So we can showcase some nice images, some nice products that are new on the home page. Then we have this section here. This brings us to the permanent collection, and this brings us to the about page, which I'll go over in a little bit. And then we have the footer. So this footer is for all the pages, and we have the newsletter down here, which is a Webflow form that you can integrate with MailChimp using a third-party integration tool like Zapier. You can have the user fill out this form and then create a new subscriber in MailChimp. And I'll leave a link to how to do that within Zapier in the description area below. All right, so let me go back here to the top. So the first thing I'm going to go over is one category and then the products. So let's go to the women's category. All right, so again, we have this nice hero image. This is for all the categories. And as we scroll down, we have these nice animations showcasing the product. And then we have this nice features animation here at the bottom. So all this text is replaceable. All the images are replaceable. You can just have a lot of fun with this and really customize it for your store. And here, if you click Discover More, it brings you to the FAQ page where the user can search for anything basically within the store, the e-commerce store, and you can replace all this text to match your store. So the user can find out more information about your store. All right, so I'll go back to the category page. So we have this nice animation for each of the products there, and you can add more products. You can replace all these images, really easy. If you click Shop Now, it brings you down to the products. So now let's go to the product details. I'm super excited about this. I just love the product details page. It's just really nice. So we have the image. We have these nice share buttons so the user can share the product on their social media. We have these different features. We have the price. So it is a sale price because you can do a compare at price within Webflow, which makes the product for sale. Here you can choose your variant, black or white. So if I choose white, the watch changes to white. So all of this is customizable within Webflow Ecommerce. And here, if you click Add to Cart, it brings up the cart. So this is what the cart looks like. You can have the cart come in from the right or the left here, but for this one, I have it come up as a modal. So right now, if I click checkout, it says checkout is disabled on this site. So let's quickly look at how the checkout will look when the user clicks on checkout. So here I'll go to the site within the designer and I'll go to the checkout page right here. So once the user clicks checkout, they'll be brought to this page here where they can fill out their details, shipping method, payment info, and billing address. If they use PayPal, this will look a little different, and they can also use web payments. So these three different options here. And if they use PayPal, we have a PayPal checkout page where it'll bring them to this page, and then they can place the order. And we have the order confirmation page. So once the user finishes the order, they receive an email, which you can customize, and they get brought to this order confirmation page, which shows them the products they purchased and the order summary here. Okay, and that's basically the checkout. So within the designer, if I preview and I click here and I click on the checkout, we do notice that the user can check out with Stripe payment processing, with PayPal, or with web payments. So this doesn't show on the preview of the site within the browser because we haven't set up those options yet. We haven't added that information into the system. But once you add it, you'll have access to these buttons. All right, cool. So that's the product. I'll close this here. You can replace all this text here. If you click here, it'll bring you down to more information. So all of this information here is a table, and it's being pulled in from the content management system within Webflow. So for each product, we have fields for all of these different features. So you can replace all this text here on the left and then just add these different features on the right from the content management system. There's an FAQ here where you can have a nice drop down to quickly go over the more important questions that the user might have. And then we have related products. And this is being pulled in from new arrivals, and it's just in a random order here. Or actually, it's being pulled in from products, excuse me, and it's just being sorted in a random order there. And again, we have the footer, the different payment methods, and looks good. So that's the product. The same goes for the men's category. We have products here, looks good, and the permanent collection. And I'll close this here, and looks good. Awesome. We have the nice features down here, a nice animation. Perfect. So I'll go over the categories and products in another section of this tutorial, but that's just a quick overview there. So let's quickly go to the About page. So I'll go back to the home page, and I'll go to the About page. So I really like this page as well. It has a nice hero image. You can click on, Discover Our Products brings you to the products page or a category. But basically, if I scroll down, we have these nice sections to the About page. We have this nice image with some nice text here on the left. We have this nice area here. And let me just refresh that because I really like this animation. So we have a nice animation there. And then if we scroll down, we have this product with different kind of tooltips that pop up for this nice animation. And then we have a light box where the user can watch a video right on the About page. All right, looks good. We have this nice section here with an image and some more text and our hours of operation here as well. And then we have the footer. So that's the About page. Really nice. All the text is replaceable. All the images are replaceable and looks good. So then we have the search. So if I click search and I type in, let's just say I type in watch, it brings us to the site search page. And all of this content is replaceable as well, or the site search can be designed as well. Here we have the different results, and yeah, it looks good. So it just shows you the page and the description, and you can add an image here as well to the left of each page so that this area is populated as well. So that's the site search. Then we have help, the help page. So we have shipping information. So I can click read more, and then we have more information here about shipping, and they can search from these pages as well. And we have payment information, more information about payment, and returns. You can provide more information on returns. And we have frequently asked questions. All right, so all the necessary pages you would need to provide a good online store experience. All right, and you can email here as well to link that to a support email. All right, I think I've gone over most of the template. Super happy with this template. I think it could make a great online store template. All the images, text is replaceable, but it can be a great starting point if you want to start an online store. So the next thing I'm going to go over is responsive design, as I know a lot of users, and that is really important because, yeah, a lot of users look for responsive design because a lot of users are on their mobile device or tablet, and as they're shopping, they want to make sure that they can see everything correctly. So the next section is responsive design. All right, so let's quickly look at the responsive design of the template within Webflow. So I'm in the designer within Webflow, and I'll just quickly use a category page. So here we have tablet, and everything just aligns more vertically on these pages in tablet view. And if I go to a product, we have the product here. It's just aligned more vertically and looks good. Okay, mobile landscape, everything's just a bit smaller, and mobile portrait. All right, cool. So the menu for tablet and mobile is kind of this pop-up menu where it comes in a little bit from the right to the left, and the user can search and go to the different categories here. All right, looks good. So I've set up this software here. It's called Sizzy, which allows me to view the site across various different devices. So here I've selected all the more popular devices so we can see really quick. So this is an iPhone 5. As you can see, everything's a little bit smaller. Then we have an iPhone 8. And here we go. Looks good. Let me open the menu. Let's go to the women's category. And looks good. Everything's aligned vertically. I can view product details. And awesome. This Made in Webflow branding can also be removed once you add a site plan. Okay. Let me jump to the iPhone 11. And awesome. Looks really good. Nice animation. Everything's nice and vertical. iPhone 11 Pro. Looks good. Pixel 3. I have an iPhone 8 Plus, by the way. There. And I can click Add to Cart. Select my variation, Add to Cart. This is what the cart looks like. Looks good. And let's jump to Galaxy S10, or let's do the Pixel 3 XL. Looks good. Galaxy S10. Awesome. Add to cart. Why not? There. Looks good. And let's jump to the iPad Pro. Awesome. Looks really good. We can jump to the home page. Looks awesome. Very cool. And let's jump to the Nexus 7. And looks good. Let's do the iPad, the larger iPad. Awesome. It's almost like a laptop. It's really, really big. Okay. And we'll jump to the MacBook Air. Awesome. It's just a laptop. Looks good. And we'll do a medium laptop. Awesome. And desktop, which I basically showed. Cool. So this program that I'm using is Sizzy.co. They used to be a free service, but now they've created an actual software where you can view your website across multiple different devices, and it has a really cool UI and interface here. So it's a lot of fun to check out your site on these different devices. So that is the responsive design. Again, in Webflow, you can design across these different layouts: desktop, tablet, and mobile landscape, and mobile portrait. So yeah, again, the site is fully responsive to work across multiple devices. So the next thing I'll go over is the e-commerce content management system. So this is really important because you'll want to change out your products and the information for your products. So the way the e-commerce works in Webflow, we have this e-commerce option. And if we go to products, we can see here, we have products and we have categories. So here we have 4 categories. We have new arrivals, men, women, and permanent collection. And we have products. So here are the different products. And if we click into a product, we can see the description, we can see the main image. We could add more images to create, let's say, a multi-image lightbox, which would be really cool. We have the price, the compare at price, the category. So you can add the category here. You can add measurements, custom thumbnail, and product tagline, additional information. So this additional information is actually what shows here. If I go to a product, this additional information is all this information here. So all that information is being pulled in from this content management system. So for instance, if I wanted to replace all of this content, I could easily do that. Just change the information there. I could replace the image here. So here I can select another image and save. So now if I go to that specific product, I can go to the product here within the products template page and the categories template. So here, if I click let's go to the products template, and there we have the product. And now if I go to that particular product, which I think it's this one here, or maybe this one. So we see that image has been replaced. It doesn't look as good because those watches were kind of used because they were PNG and they were transparent. So it has this really nice effect where it's just transparent behind it and it's just kind of this cutout of a watch. But you can play with that and customize the design to how you would like. But basically, everything's super replaceable within the e-commerce content management system. You can just go in, replace names, slugs, kind of the URL there for the product, and all of this information is replaceable. And you can add a new product. Just click new product, and here I'll just say new product, give it a description, and I'll add a main image. Let's say this one here, and we'll give it a price. So we'll say $199, and we can do a compare at price as well. And I'll leave all these other fields blank, and I'll just click create. Cool. So we have this new product, and now if I go to the products templates page and I look for that new product, it is now here. There's not much information. As we can see, all this is blank, so we'd have to fill all that information in within the CMS. Okay, you can also use the standard CMS if you didn't have products. I'll leave a link in the description area below on the Webflow content management system. It's really amazing, very easy to use. We can also do the same with categories. So here for permanent collection, I can add more products here. So here for the men's watch, I can add another product. So let's say I add the tan and navy. So there I added the tan and navy. So I'll click save and I'll publish. Let me close this here. Publish to selected domains. And then for the permanent collection, we should have 4 products instead of 3. So now I'll click refresh, or go to the permanent collection here, and I'll scroll down 1, 2, 3, and 4. And perfect. So as you can see, it's just that easy. As soon as you add a product to the category within e-commerce, the product gets added to the category page, and it even comes with the animations. You don't have to do any editing. It just automatically gets added. So to add new products, just create the product, and then you can add it to a category, and it'll follow all the styles and animations within the template. So basically that's it. Just categories here and products, and looks good. So the products will get added to the category, and you can view the products from the category. If you have any questions about anything I just went over, definitely let me know. The product pages can be found here within e-commerce pages, and this is the categories template page. So just another quick overview. This information is being pulled in from the CMS. So here, this product image, we see it says get image from products. So within the products page, you can reference the CMS, and that's what we're doing here to get the products and the description for the products. So this is the categories template. You can view the different categories here, and I can go to the products template. And again, all this is being pulled in. So if we click here, anything in purple is being pulled in from the content management system. So if this is new to you, I highly recommend checking out a few videos in the Webflow University about the Webflow content management system, which I'll leave in the description area below. All right, so all this text is replaceable as well, and you can view the different products here. So when a new product gets created, it gets added to this list here, and you can edit that product here and reference the content management system. All right, looks good. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask me in the support section of the template details page. So here we have the support section. Just leave me a comment and I'll be happy to answer. All right, looks good. So the next thing I'll cover is the symbols within the project. So here I'm on the home page, and symbols, they make it really easy to design. So here, if I go to the navigator on the left, we have symbols for the page overlay, which gets added when you do a site search. We have a symbol for the header with the transparent background. We have a symbol for the site search wrapper. We have a symbol for mobile navigation and the footer. We also have a few more symbols here. We have a header with a white background that's used on pages without a header image. So we have this header with the white background, and we have the mobile navigation for pages without a header image. So symbols make it really easy to design. So here, if I create a new page, and I'll just call this test page, and I click create. I can go ahead and add symbols. So here for the symbol, for this one, I'll add a header with a white background. That automatically gets added. Then I'll add a new section, and let's see here, we have the section, give it a min height of, let's say 100 VH. And then after this, so I'll go into the body, add another symbol, and I can add the footer. So then we have the footer at the bottom. So we have the section, the header, and looks good. So then here for the header background, we see it's set to a display setting of none. So here I can add the mobile navigation symbol. It gets added there. So on tablet, we have this nice menu in mobile landscape, and looks good. Perfect. Awesome. So that's basically it with symbols. There's not too much to it. I'll leave a link to symbols. It's actually in the template details. If you go to the overview, you can go to symbols, and let's see here, symbols, and they have a nice video within the Webflow University on using symbols. But symbols just makes it really easy to redesign a page. You can add the header, the footer, and then just add content in between. Or you can duplicate a page. Let's say you wanted another page that looked like this. You could duplicate it and then just replace the content and rename the page to whatever you'd like. All right, so those are the symbols. Again, we have the mobile navigation symbols, header symbols, footer, page overlay, and site search. So I'll quickly go over the site search because actually I think that's really important. So let me go back to the home page. So the site search, if I go here and select it, and let me double click in here to open it. So the site search, initially we can't see it. To see the site search, you'll want to change the fixed position property here from -100% to 0%, and it'll bring it in so that you can see it. The reason it was placed off canvas is because within the interaction, when the user clicks search, we have that site search coming in from the left to the right so that it can appear. And then so that it doesn't initially appear, we just have it off canvas. So after you're done editing, you can say -100% and it'll go back to the left. So to edit a symbol, you will have to double click either in the navigator or on the symbol itself. Then you can open it, and if you edit the symbol, it'll be, the edit will be across all symbols, across all pages. All right, and then that was the site search, and the same with the page overlay. We'll open it, and to edit it, we'll say 0% instead of 100, and here we can change the color if we'd like. So we could say like blue and opacity of 70%, and it just changes to blue there. And then we'll set the position back to -100%. So now when I preview and I click search, we have a blue overlay instead of a black overlay. Okay, and if I go to any of the pages, that because it was a symbol, it will be applied to all pages. So that's the power of symbols. They get applied to all pages, and they're easy to reuse within the website. All right, so that's symbols. The navigation on tablet and mobile is also in a symbol, but I'm going to do a separate section for that so that it's really clear on how to edit the mobile navigation. So that's symbols. Next, we'll be moving on to the tablet and mobile nav menu. So now let's go over editing the tablet and mobile nav menu. So here I'll go to the tablet layout, and the mobile navigation is in a symbol, so we can double click to open the symbol, and I'll go ahead and open the navigator as well. So here to edit the menu, we'll select the mobile nav wrapper, and for the height, we'll set it to 100 VH instead of 15 VH, and then we'll select the mobile nav links here, and then we have a transform property that's moving the nav links all the way to the right. So here, instead of moving it all the way to the right, we'll just click on this eyeball symbol to remove the setting temporarily. And now we can edit the menu. We can add more menu items, we can change the links, and we can edit it for the different devices there. So that's editing the mobile nav, pretty straightforward. And after we're done editing, we'll just select the mobile nav links. Again, we'll reapply this transform, and then we'll select the mobile nav wrapper and change it back to 15 VH there. So These properties are initially set, and then within the interaction, we're applying these different animations so that the menu appears nicely when the user clicks on the hamburger menu there. All right, so it looks good and perfect. So everything can be styled for that menu and it looks good. So that is in the documentation as well. So with this template, there's documentation just to make sure that all the important steps are covered with how to edit this template. All right, so that is right. It's on page, I believe it's on page 14. Right here, yeah. So page 14 shows you how to edit the mobile navigation. So that's the mobile navigation. The next thing we'll cover is search engine optimization, or SEO. All right, so here I'm on the home page again. Search engine optimization is pretty straightforward here in Webflow. You can just go to the Pages panel, click on this gear icon, and here you can edit the title of the page, the meta description, and so this will be the title and description that will appear in search engines. And you can add open graph information for Facebook and Instagram. And you can also change the site search settings here. So if you wanted it to be different than the description you set up here, you could change it here within the site search settings as well. All right, so you can do this for every page, including the products template page. So for the products template, you could actually reference the CMS. So you could say add field and say description. So for this, it would just pull in the description for that product and add it within the meta description here. The same with the title. You could use the name, and here it'll show you kind of what that'll look like. So it'll show you the name and the description and how it will appear in the search engines. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else to it. It's basically just the gear icon and changing the title and the meta description so that the pages will appear correctly within the search engine and will be indexed correctly. You can also integrate your store. If I click on e-commerce settings, this gear icon here, and I go to integrations, I can turn on Facebook inventory sync and Google inventory sync. I'll leave an article to the Webflow University that goes over this in more detail. All right, cool. So that is it for search engine optimization. Pretty straightforward. You can disable site search index if you didn't want the search engines to index your site for some reason. Let's say you're still working on it, or it's on the staging domain and you don't have a custom domain added yet. You can go to SEO here within the SEO tab. Here you can disable Webflow subdomain indexing. So initially, if you don't have a custom domain, you can disable the indexing on the subdomain. There's a sitemap, and you can do Google site verification as well. All right, so that's it for search engine optimization. The next thing we'll go over is the style guide, the global swatches, and the documentation. So within the template, if we go to style guide within the pages panel, here it lets you know all the styles that are being used for the headings, H1, H3, and H4, paragraphs, buttons, and global swatches. So you can see what colors are being used for what. So here it tells you the color, where the color is being used. So you can go to that specific element and see, okay, it's using this color, and then you can change the color for that element. So that's the style guide. Now let's see the documentation. So if we go to here, there's a PDF with just kind of an overview of the more important things of the template. So the documentation talks about categories and products being pulled in from the e-commerce content management system. It goes over how to edit the menu and also the style guide as well. And yeah, just a general overview of the template where you can get support and things like that. So that is the documentation. You can download it directly from the template details page and just take a look at the documentation if you're curious about kind of an overview of the template. Yeah, so that's the style guide and documentation. And there's also an image license right here. It shows you kind of where these images are from and the what they're licensed under. And the instructions here will have this video. So while you're using the template, if you need help with how to use it, you can just click on instructions. Here it's just a temporary placeholder for now, but this will link out to the different sections of this video tutorial, so you can, so you can see how to use the template. And if you have any other questions, you can go to support and ask me a question here. All right, so that's the style guide and documentation. The next thing I'll go over is interactions. So within the template, there's quite a few interactions. So if I preview, the search is an interaction. We scroll down, this fading in is an interaction. The various kind of animations here within the footer are interactions. If we go to the men's page, all the movement is an interaction. And so I can go to the live site here, go to the women's page, interaction, all these things moving are interactions. They're on scroll interactions. And and looks good. Search is an interaction here. So throughout this entire template, you'll see nice animations, and that's all done with the Webflow interaction. So if we go to the About page, we have a really nice one here where we have all this animation. So I'm not going to go too in depth with interactions. There are great Webflow videos on how to use interactions. But basically, if we go to the interactions panel here on the right, we have these page trigger interactions. We have header, transparent, mobile navigation, category hero. If we click in, we can see all the interactions here within the interactions panel. So we have site search, footer, share buttons, mobile animations, about animations, and all of that. So if we go to the particular page, let's say I go to the About page, and I go to this element here, and I go to the navigator panel, you'll be able to see the interaction here. So if I click here on the watch wrapper, it has a scroll into view interaction called About Watch Animation In. And if I scroll down, I can click here and see all the interactions here within this one. And looks good. So you'll note that an element has an interaction if it has a lightning bolt symbol next to it. So if you did want to see some of the interactions within the symbols, you'd first have to open the symbol, and then you could edit the interaction. So let's say for the nav menu, the mobile nav menu, I'll just double click and open it up, and we can see it has a menu bars wrapper interaction here on click, and the nav links here. I'm sure this is, when you click here, the mobile click animation appears where we have the mobile menu appearing here within, so first you have to open the wrapper and then look for the lightning bolt symbol, go into interactions. You'll note that it has a click interaction, and then you could edit the interaction from the interactions panel. But I'll leave a link. There's a link on the template details page on interactions right down here. Right here. So using interactions here. So it'll link out to the Webflow University where we have these really nice interactions and animations. All right, so that's interactions. There's a lot of them throughout the site to make it look really modern and slick. So we have some really cool interactions there. The checkout interaction, if we double click into the header here and we go into the cart, we go to element settings. You can open the cart as a modal, left or right, or as a drop down. So if I select drop down and I preview and I click, it comes in as a drop down. I prefer either the modal or the left or right. So if we say left and we click, it comes in from the left, and we can do the right as well. And it can come in from the right, just like that. Or we can set it to the modal. So I click and we have the modal. Awesome. So one thing to keep in mind is that the cart for the header transparent background does need to be, is different than the cart for the header white background. So any changes you make to one symbol does have to be applied to the other symbol so that it's consistent across all the pages. We just have two headers because some pages have a hero image, So you need kind of a transparent, or yeah, there's a transparent header. And the pages that don't have a hero image, there's a white background. So just keep that in mind, that you might, if you're editing one header, you'll have to edit the other. Same with the mobile navigation. All right, so that's interaction within the TIC template. The last thing I'll go over is support, and that'll be it for this tutorial on the TIC template. So support is pretty straightforward. Just go to the template details page. Here we have support. Just send me a message and I'll respond within 24 hours. There is an overview of the template here. This video tutorial will be here as well. There's the documentation on how to use the template. There's purchase instructions, the requirements. So again, I recommend having a site plan if you want to enable checkout, or if you want to add more pages. And if you just want to edit the template, I recommend at least a light account plan within Webflow. That allows you to add more pages, and then you can later add a site plan. So one thing to note, and yeah, I'll mention this in the beginning as well, that the template, you will receive the template within 24 hours. So once you click buy to buy the template, you can enter in your information. Please be sure to include your Webflow account email address. Otherwise, I won't be able to send you the template. So I am sending you the template directly from my dashboard. So it's not an instant process. I will try to be as instant as I can. As soon as I see the purchase or the order, I'll try to send as quickly as possible. But I do make it very clear on the site to please allow 24 hours after purchase to receive the template. It probably will be sooner than that, but just allow 24 hours. If you're not seeing the template in your dashboard within 24 hours, send me an email at urgent@webdevforyou.com, and I'll be sure to send your template immediately. Also, if you're not seeing the template in your dashboard, it could be because you're on a free starter plan and you're already using 2 projects within your dashboard. So Webflow doesn't let you use. It might still show up in your dashboard, but you might not be able to access it until you delete one of the 2 projects that are in your dashboard. Yeah, so that's basically it. We have this video tutorial for the template. We have the this overview here. Webflow has an amazing university where they cover basically everything about using the program. You can send me a direct email at support@webdevforyou.com or at urgent@webdevforyou.com, and you can contact me directly via the support tab. I'm very happy to help you with this template. I think Webflow Ecommerce is amazing. You can really build an amazing online store experience with Webflow Ecommerce. And there's just so many other features to Webflow that I won't be able to cover in this tutorial. But I just wanted to give a quick overview of the template. I know the video is already kind of long, but it'll be kind of broken up into the different sections if you just want to click to access the different parts of how to use the template. So yeah, I think I've covered everything for the site. There is a site search here, which I didn't quite cover, but basically it's just going to search results, and you can edit the site search page here. You will need an e-commerce site plan or a CMS or business hosting plan to unlock site search functionality. But yeah, that's basically it. So I'll just go to the home page. Definitely feel free to contact me when using the template. I'll be happy to help. There'll be many more templates to come and more content on WebDev for you. I'm mostly working on templates right now, but yeah, just excited to be providing an e-commerce template. So thanks for watching. Enjoy using the template, and I'll see you in the next video tutorial. Thank you.